Hello and welcome to Nowhere. My name is Trish and I'm the creator behind Nowhere Novelties. I've been making a lot of viral designs on the channel here recently, and today is no exception. I am going to be creating the basket weave template with this gorgeous printed vinyl from Auntie Tay's. I mean, gorgeous pinstriping, and it's actually fairly simple. If you're ready, let's strap in and shoot for the stars. Okay, I have my 30-ounce skinny straight from Maker Flow Crafts, base painted khaki, and this is the vinyl I'm going to be using. It's called OK Sass, and I have the template, the basket weave template printed or cut out on both the printed vinyl and a double-sided like cat scratch, double-sided sticky sheet. Now this is going to be living proof why I typically put my cat scratch like burst templates on vinyl first before I transfer them onto my cup. So I'm lining this up here with a little anchor point, and then I'm slowly going to push off that backing paper, but it doesn't matter how slow you push it. It always gets like, I can't describe it. The cat scratch tape can stretch. And like as you're pushing off the backing paper, you're like stretching the template, and it just ends up creating bubbles. So I went really slow and tried my absolute best to get this on as smooth as possible. And look, right here, boom, starts to wrinkle. But I knew that I was going to be applying vinyl and glitter onto this template. So I got it on as best as I could. You really cannot reposition these cat scratch sheets. So once they apply to something, like, that's all she wrote. You can't lift it back up. If you try lifting it back up, the template's gonna rip. So seriously, take your time and do your absolute best. So I got this lined up, and I'm going to start taking off the actual like basket weave portion of the template. So what's really cool about like this basket weave template is if you use printed vinyl, you basically have 2 cups in one. So once I get all of these pieces onto this cup, you'll actually see that I still have the other half of the template. So you do not have to waste your vinyl. This isn't a template that really is very high waste. So I am applying my vinyl, which yes is sticky, directly onto the cat scratch tape that is also sticky. I saw someone do this on TikTok, and I was like, oh, I'm sure that's like miserable. I'm sure like you probably can't reposition it the moment you put the vinyl down on the cat scratch tape. And that is false. This is actually really easy to reposition on the cat scratch tape, on the sticky side of the template. So don't be afraid, man. Go at this. I was pleasantly surprised. And right here, I'm kind of going to show you how I fixed the wrinkles in my cat scratch tape. I literally took a X-Acto knife, slit along the wrinkle, and then just pressed that wrinkle down, and it flattened. I was very happy that I was able to get a much smoother surface where I thought that I was going to have this big ugly wrinkle. So I just sliced the wrinkle. It's basically an air pocket, so you just have to release that air. So I sliced the wrinkle and then pushed it flat, and boom, I got a nice smooth surface. Now I'm going in here and I'm applying the little pieces where the like basket weave portion of the stripes kind of connect. This is going to be critical when you go to apply your pinstripes. You need to pay very close attention to where your pieces of vinyl stop. I know that's kind of hard to describe, but like your pinstripes need to overlap a very specific way to make this look like these stripes are woven over top of one another. And here on your sides, make sure you're paying attention to like which side of the template you are working on. So you have to think two-dimensionally when you're working on a three-dimensional product. So make sure you're taking your stripes from the left and right sides accordingly so that you don't get any pieces mixed up here. But we're coming to the end of me getting the printed vinyl onto this cup, and you'll see in a second that I hold up the remainder, what's left of the printed vinyl sheet, and this is all cut out. You can do this all over again and basically have an inverse of the pattern. So those pieces, the stripes will then be the glitter as opposed to the stripes being vinyl. So now I'm about to apply glitter. This is why we use the cat scratch tape. To avoid any wrinkling here at the top portion of the cup, I'm smoothing out those air pockets and just slitting it with a X-Acto knife and smoothing it down with the backing paper and applying my absolute favorite Stardust from Glitter Heart Company over this khaki. Oh, I was not expecting how beautiful this color was going to be. It's not silver. It's not tan. It's like champagne. It is serious. This is, when I tell you this is my favorite glitter, there's a reason. I use it so much. It's just so freaking pretty. So yeah, I am glittering the whole rest of the template, peeling all of those double-sided sticky pieces and applying glitter. I did also glitter the bottom of the cup. I did not show that in the recording. And prior to epoxying, I did spray it with like a clear spray paint. Either clear or matte is fine. And then I did 2 coats of epoxy. All right, now pinstriping. I have my black, this is not nail tape. This is not vinyl. This is white board tape from Amazon. It's the perfect width of like black pinstriping. So this is what I was talking about when I said you need to pay attention to where your stripes, where they like intersect and overlap. I did an entire strip of the black and then realized, oh crap, I needed to take some of this black off because the stripes intersect there. So pay very close attention when you're pinstriping where your stripes actually overlapped. So once I got the excess black off, I'm doing just this first stripe to show you what I was, what the whole striping process was going to be. So I laid the black first, and then I laid very much thinner stripes of gold right over the black, just so it had almost like an offset. And this time, instead of wasting pieces of the gold, I cut it right along where that black piece ended, where the stripe overlapped, the stripe of the printed vinyl. And from here, you're just going to repeat the process. I'm going to go into a time lapse in just a moment and pinstripe this entire cup in less than 30 seconds is what it's going to look like. But it is tedious. You have to pay attention to what you're doing on this one. It's not just straightforward striping. And while I'm doing this, I'll explain that I kind of had this like vision to add a very thin green pinstripe. That was because for whatever reason, when I looked at this OK Sass printed vinyl, I saw like hints of green. I know green doesn't actually exist, but like my brain just thought green would look really good, kind of accenting this this printed vinyl. So instead of doing like a pure green, I actually ended up using a opal nail tape that kind of reflects green, purple, and blue. So as this thing spins and you kind of move it around, it sets it off just right. And I think it was a good accent. You can see it right here. I hope you liked this one. I thought this cup is fun and beautiful. See y'all next time. Bye now.